guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series All-Father Wave slash King Thor slash Odin Wave Mavens of Might Captain Marvel. Another one of those lovely long names. So yes, I'm back to this wave and finishing up my reviews of these guys and girls. And next up is Carol Danvers here, and it's funny because I was kind of going in an order of this wave of like the figures that I guess I liked. I kind of try to go in like a least to best order, and I'm kind of wondering why I left her to so late, because as I look at her closer, I'm quite disappointed now that I'm looking at her more closely. But I'll get into that. First, I'll just show you the package really quick. You're all used to this by now, so it'll be quickly, like I said. You got Marvel at the top. You've got Infinite Series, Hasbro, Maidens of Might. So she's one of two characters that are, these are maidens. And you have her on the side here. Some cool artwork. And then the other is Scarlet Witch. So her artwork is on that side. And then you have both here. And it says, Maidens of Might, whether commanding cosmic energy or hex magic, these heroes wield massive power. Kind of, boring and straightforward. And then you have the rest of the wave here. I've reviewed all of them up to this point. I actually almost went in sort of order like this. I just flipped them around a little bit, but yeah, so I just have Scarlet Witch and the Build-A-Figure to review last up, so I'll be wrapping it up soon. And she comes with the head, cape, and axe of King Thor, which I'll show you briefly just now. I chose to build Odin, so I actually have these pieces loose still. So she comes dusty. The cape for King Thor is the red cape. Just the cape, yay, cool, because the silver thing's here. It's sculpted pretty well, and you'll see, the blue version of this in my review of the Build-A-Figure. And, talk a little more detail about them. And you have the axe, which is pretty straightforward, just brown and silver, no special shading or anything. It does have a little grippy area here where he would hold it. And then his King Thor's head looks good. It looks, it's a good sculpt. It's got a nice facial hair going on, and regular hair, of course, going all the way around. No real shading or anything. Pretty simple paint job. You got the eye on one side and eye patch on the other. So those are the pieces that she comes with. As far as accessories go, she comes with this piece here, which I'm only slightly familiar with the character of Captain Marvel. I am interested in reading her books. I've heard great things about it. So I'm guessing this is kind of like Cosmic Energy Blast or something. It is just a reuse of the piece that the Jubilee Build-A-Figure from the X-Men wave came with, which I have and have not reviewed. I'll probably be reviewing the X-Men wave kind of as maybe one video, just like a brief hit on all the figures instead of in-depth reviews like I usually do for each figure. But let me know if you're watching this and you have an opinion. Let me know, because I plan to film those sometime in the future. And if you're interested in full reviews of each figure of that wave, even though it's been a while, let me know. Otherwise, I might just do one video. But yeah, this came with Jubilee. It's the same color and everything for Captain Marvel now. So pink, rubbery, fits on her wrist, hand, whatever. And then she comes with two heads. So I have right now her unmasked head on, which I don't know if you can see this in the video. I'm assuming you can, but she has such a shiny face. It's crazy. Like, it looks like she has like major oil problems on her face. I have been planning to spray her with some dull coat, but I wanted to wait until I finally film the review, so that I could do so and show in the review, because I know this is how it looks for every figure. Like, mine's not like a one-off, like, shiny face. Like, everybody's figure came like this. So we'll spray it with dull coat. I just want to show in the review, like, why is this spot? Sorry, let's lower my spotlight here. Is that better? Yeah. So, yeah, she's just, I don't know why. And the hair is, like, perfectly matte and nice. It's actually got really nice shading in it. It's good sculpting. Cool hairstyle. Like, I love it. It's kind of interesting how it turns into, like, a mohawk when she wears her I don't know if it's a helmet, like a cowl. I'm not sure what you'd call it. I'm not really sure how that happens, but yeah, so that's this head. It pops off, and she just has a ball joint here, no disc or swivel or anything on the joint itself. It's just the head that moves around on it. And then we have the masked head, which pop right on there, and I honestly I kind of like both heads. I'm curious to see how this will look once I spray it with dull coat. But oh, I didn't mention her eyes are painted very strange. It looks like she's like looking up, and if you don't have her posed like maybe like looking up, it looks kind of weird. So that's the one thing I don't like about this face. This one though, I don't know, the eyes look weird to me, like with the black outline and everything. But I guess that's how she looks in the comics, so what are you gonna do? I mean, it's cool, like the mohawk coming through here. It's again got really good shading, and so she's got no shiny face issue on here. Even though like the area of her face that is showing, like the chin area, there's nothing. It's not like a weird shiny face. So not sure what happened there, but it looks good. It got a good sculpting on the side around the ear here. Pointy nose. Looks like she's missing her nostrils. She has like one nostril. Okay, so those are the two heads. So that's it for accessories. So I'll get into the figure now. So it's a pretty straightforward. She has the Moonstone body, I guess you could call it. That was the first figure that had it. The newer adult female body. And I really like this sculpt of this body mold. It's got those thunder thighs, I guess you could say. But I don't mind. I think it's fine. And I really like how the chest is articulated, sculpted and articulated, how it cuts around the breasts, and it looks very natural. It looks like you don't even really kind of see it as articulation, as opposed to Scarlet Witch, which I will touch on her review as well. Like, it has this like whole base area that's obviously articulation, so I'm not sure why they have like both of these and they don't just, I mean, maybe I think this is like a smaller like breast version, but why don't you just make like a smaller version of this top, because I think it looks way better. But anyway, I'll get into that in Scarlet Witch's review as well. So, you know, it's just that body and no additional sculpting whatsoever. It's all paint. She does have this piece here that's loose, her belt sash thing. You gotta get it to sit kind of just right, or it flops around and looks really goofy. But it's fine. You know, it's got a little yellow paint here that's okay, but not great at all. But yeah, her paint is the biggest issue here. First of all, the yellow is just so yellow. Like, it's and it's on top of, it looks like what was molded in the blue. Like, it looks like her whole body was molded in the blue. This top torso piece might be red, but I think it's the blue. So it's really hard to get this, you know, bright yellow overlaid over this dark blue and get it to look good. So if you see, like, right over here on this arm and on this chest here, it looks green because the blue is showing through the yellow, which is just not good. And then in the areas where they do an okay, like right on this side, it looks okay. Like right up here, it looks yellow. But honestly, I kind of wish they did more of like a gold. Not necessarily metallic gold, but just like a more golden yellow, because first of all, I think that's more accurate to the comic, and second of all, it wouldn't show so green even if the coats weren't as good. I just think this yellow is horrible. It's also rubbing off on, there's like a big yellow / green streak on her torso here. This area is just yucky. It's like the yellow and the black mixed together. It just got yuck. She's got a bit of yellow on her breast here. Like, it's just not good. The paintwork is not good. There's a chip in her arm here. The back is actually surprisingly decent. But, of course, there's no black line on the bottom, or it got painted over. That's really not so great, okay. But it's just, the yellow's not good. Otherwise, she's great. I mean, that's about all there is to complain about, mostly, as far as the paint goes. But that's the biggest issue. It's the yellow. It's not good. You can see she's got the dots on her wrist, her gauntlets here. They are just painted as well. They're painted red up to, you know, up to here. There's no sculpting to end the gauntlets or anything. Same for the boots. They're just painted red, and then have the yellow dots on them. So, you know, actually they might be molded red and painted. Yeah, Yeah, these are molded in red and painted blue up here, which is the smarter thing to do, of course. But, you know, you can never discount Hasbro being stupid. So, as far as some other issues I have with this figure, before I just quickly get into articulation, you can see her left thigh here. If I lift this up, it's not lined up with this upper joint. Like, it's for some reason just not, you can see that right there. This whole piece is like hanging over, and she's also got like a crack in the side here. So something happened to this side. I don't know what's up, but it's not in great shape. And then my right ankle on her doesn't want to sit quite right. Well, of course now it is, but it's this issue here where you can't push the feet forward, and I know Anthony's Customs hits on this a lot in his reviews with these Hasbro figures. You can't really move these feet forward, and this one's especially bad for some reason. Like, this needs to be sanded down a little, but for some reason I couldn't get her to stand up very nicely because of it. Of course, now she's kind of cooperating. I don't know what I was having trouble before this review, but she seems to be okay now. But yeah, so, you know, it's not the worst, obviously. I think she'd benefit easily from just a quick repaint. I mean, mine has so many, like, paint splotches on her, like, chest. I might be able to remove this with, like, some nail polish remover. I might try that. And then she just needs, like, I think just, like, a gold over this yellow would look so much better. And I'm sure people have been doing it, so I'd have to take a quick look on like Figure Realm and see how it looks, but I think it would look a lot better. So I'll go through articulation. Her head, like I showed you, was on just a ball, so we'll go forward and back and around and everything, but it won't go like extremely far back and forward without the... I mean, it actually does a decent job because she doesn't have like long hair. So if you can kind of pull it back on the ball, it goes a decent amount up and down. Her shoulders will go all the way up and around. Bicep swivel, single elbow joint, kind of goes backwards too. You got a wrist swivel and hinge. Both her hands are fists. She has the diaphragm joint up here that will go back and forward a bit, and then twist around, kind of angle her side to side. No waist twist here because of that. She has the T-jointed hips that don't go very far, and all the thunder thighs don't like to go out very far. They will go forward and slightly back. She has the twist at the top upper thigh, double jointed knees, and then you got the Hasbro ankle that goes forward and back, not very far forward, and then the pivot. So yeah, that's about wrapping it up for her. I'll just show you a quick comparison to the Ms. Marvel figure that we got in the 3-pack with Radioactive Man and Captain America, because it is the same character, Carol Danvers, just kind of different iterations of her. And I know I haven't reviewed this figure. I will in the future. I do have the whole 3-pack to review. So she's on the same body, just her alternate costume, obviously, when she has her alternate ego, Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel. Ms. Marvel is now Kamala Khan. Kamala, I'm not sure. I never said that out loud before, so... I'm kind of curious. Let me look at her faces here. It looks like it could be the same sculpt with... Well, actually the noses look quite a bit different. But otherwise it looks like it actually could be the same sculpt. It just has different paint around the eyes to make it look maybe a little less made up. And she's not wearing the mask, and obviously different hair, so... Yeah, it looks like it could be the same girl. And yeah, so there's, there's not much else to look at otherwise. Just, hey, it's me! Haha! Cool, so I will review this in the future with the rest of the 3-pack. I know I'm very late on this, but yeah, so that's my review of Captain Marvel. I recommend picking her up. I'm like way behind on this, so I'm sure you guys have all figured it out by now if you want her or not. But, if you're looking to complete the All-Father wave, if you're looking to build up your female heroes, if you want her on a specific Avengers team, etc., grab her. If you're handy with paintbrush, just a quick little, gold paint, some paint work on the yellow would really improve her. Otherwise, she's okay. She's I'm being picky. But if they were just a little cleaner on the paintwork and gave a little more attention and another coat of yellow, it would look better. But otherwise, she's just a decent figure. So that's been my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series All-Father Wave Maidens of Might Captain Marvel. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm sorry this review went so long. I don't know why I had so much to say about her, but Scarlet Witch will be next if you're interested. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.